Joining me now from the Capitol is Senator John McCain. Senator, your piece was published on the website Pravda, not in the century-old communist newspaper Pravda. Why not?
Because we submitted to both. The old-line communist newspaper said that unless I took the pro-communist line about Syria, then they couldn't publish it. So we'd sent it to both and got it published in one. But you know, Mr. Putin has made comments about me in the past, which I am flattered by.
So, Senator, the news that Barbara Starr just broke at the top of the show, these reports that U.S. intelligence agencies say the Syrians are moving around the chemical weapons stockpiles. We've heard rumors of this for a few days. What's your reaction? Have you heard this as well? And do you think that this ruins any agreement between Kerry and Lavrov about what to do with these Syrian chemical weapons?
Well, we had that information several days ago. It was on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, and who should be surprised? And by the way, our friend Vladimir, and I call him Vladimir.
That's sweet. I know, and it's nice because you're friends.
Said, quote, that the rebels launched the chemical attack. This is the one that killed 1,400 people and 400 children. That the rebels launched the chemical attack as, quote, a sly provocation. Now, does that give you a lot of credibility about Mr. Putin's word for things when he still maintains, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary, he's claiming still that the Free Syrian Army launched these chemical attacks? I think that should give us some indication of his sincerity. Look, I hope all this works. I pray that all this works. But to really see this whole scenario unfold is really beyond the imagination, and so I'm not surprised.
And that's the question, Senator, because you suggest in your op-ed and for years that Putin represents corruption, he represses the human spirit, and yet we as a nation are sitting here trusting him now for this Syria deal. And as you say, you support that. Are you? I mean, I know you're skeptical that this is going to come through, but is it possible that we are actually weakening our own hand in our showdown with Assad by even going along with this, do you think?
Well, this whole comedy of errors has weakened us dramatically. It's given Putin an entry into the Middle East that the Russians haven't had since 1973. It's made our allies very unsure. Remember, the President of the United States said that we were going to launch a strike. And then he said he had to go to Congress to get the permission to do so. We all know it was an offhand remark by Secretary Kerry that triggered this whole thing when a sly old guy like Lavrov took advantage of it. And now we are seeing evidence that they are moving these around, and already there are rumors that they will not meet their deadline of this Saturday. So, of course, I'm very skeptical, but I'm also worried about the impression that the United States of America has given the world, as far away as Pyongyang, as to whether our conviction and our strength and our power is, which is usually the most influential way to get things accomplished.
So, Senator, I want to switch to a couple other topics while I have you
Sure.
here. Senator Ted Cruz, your colleague in the Senate, today suggested that he might filibuster if defunding Obamacare is not tied to funding the government. What's your response?
I think Senator Cruz is free to do whatever he wants to with the rules of the Senate. I will again state unequivocally that this is not something that we can succeed in, and that's defunding Obamacare, because we don't have 67 Republican votes in the Senate, which would be required to override a presidential veto.
So why is Cruz doing it, and why are the House Republicans doing this? If it's obvious that they don't have the votes to do it, why continue?
Well, I do note with some interest that most of the people who are doing this are new and did not have the experience that we had when the American people, who don't like government but don't want it to be shut down, reacted in a very negative fashion towards Congress for doing so. And so I'm absolutely sure that there are ways that we can force votes on Obamacare from time to time, and American people are not in support of it. No one fought harder against it than I did, but to somehow think we are going to defund it is simply not going to happen at this time, and it will, in my opinion, as it did before, harm the American people's view of the Republican Party.
So why is Boehner doing it? Is he just terrified for his job? I mean, what's the reason? If you know it can't succeed, he knows it can't succeed, your party will ultimately probably be held responsible for it. Why is John Boehner going ahead?
You'll have to have John Boehner on the
Well, you could give me some informed speculation. I think that...
Jake, I don't know, except that I think it's pretty obvious that he has great difficulties within his own conference. But I can't second guess John Boehner. He's a friend and I think a great leader. So I really can't second guess him. But I can tell you, in the United States Senate, we will not repeal or defund Obamacare. We will not. And to think we can is not rational.